Hey everybody, it's SF Giants fan Rennie 28 here. It's been a long time since I've made a video. Because of school, I've been falling behind, and I just decided to not make a video. I wasn't really feeling it, but now I am. And I was doing homework, and I decided to click on OEU teams, and then the first thing I saw was actually Chandelier, and I was like, I want to make a team out of it, so I made myself a Fire Sun team. And here it is. So I have new music now, made from my friend description. And yeah, let's get this started. Alright. So he leads with Sableye, and I predict that as I lead my Chandelier, actually the Palm. So he tricks me out of my choice specs, which I don't mind because choice score Chandelier is just as good as choice specs. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. He brings in Alakazam, I'm forced to switch out since I'm choice. I bring in my Heatran. It goes for the Psychic, I take it. Now, I know that I could take it in a Focus Blast. I know I can. I take it like a champ, and so I take this turn to set up rocks. Now, I think he's gonna go for another Focus Blast. And so, I switch out and I go into Chandelier. But he goes for the Psychic, and that hurts. And I'm thinking, it's not specs anymore, so I don't know what he is. So I go back to Heatran, take the Psychic again, and since I think he's going, I protect. Scout out what he does. He goes for the Focus Blast. I want to get HP back so I could probably lift another Focus Blast because it did 51 damage. So I'm at 44 HP. I switch into Victini. He goes for the Focus Blast and that does 20%. He goes for the Shadow Ball. I live it. I get the Spadef drop. But I U-turn out and I realize that it's Sash, and so I go into a Heatran again, and I get Lefty's boost. I go for the Protect one more time to ensure that I'll live the Focus Blast. He goes for Focus Blast, misses, it hits, but I protect. I have enough to live one. He goes for the Psychic. I think he overpredicted, and I just Lava Plume for the kill. So in comes Rotom Wash, and I'm protecting the water type move, so I switch out into Venusaur. He goes for the Hydro Pump as I predicted, and I use this time to set up a growth because I know that it's probably Scarf. So I set up a growth. I don't have my Sun, so I don't get Mega Grow, that's what I call it. And so he goes for the Fire Punch, which I did not expect at all. But now I know he's a physical dragon. And this becomes very important as I go into my Ninetales, and I just burn it with a Will-O-Wisp. So now it can't do anything, and this Dragon Claw is like 25%, and I have no defensive investment. So he gets burned. I go for a Flamethrower that does nothing, and he goes for the Fire Punch, and that does less than me. And so I realize that I'm gonna win this all war, but I switch out. I go into my Chandelier, predicting the Fire type move. Goes for the Dragon Claw. I live it with 7%. That was a good play. But because I'm Scarfed, I do outspeed Dragonite for sure. And I go for the Shadow Ball, and he scoops. I waited 120 seconds because he actually could have won if I don't know, he played his cards right. I mean, all he had to do, he took out my Venusaur. And he had a Rotom Wash that's pretty much Scarfed, so all he had to do was probably set up rocks to kill my Chandelier. But yeah, that's the end of my first battle. And transition will be soon. Okay, right about now. It's probably one of my favorite battles I've had in such a long time. And props to him as actually my first subscriber. I'm calling you out, dude. It was probably one of the best battles I had. So let's get it started, alright? So I see that Ninetales has no real threat, so I bring in for the lead. I see Marchand probably has no guard, no one runs Guts anymore. I burn it, Stone Edge does not do half. I get the leftovers boost. And that was just one of good predictions, and I over-predict. I thought he was going to switch out, thinking that he wasn't doing anything, but he goes for the Dynamic Punch, and I just waste a turn. I switch out into my Venusaur because I know that Machamp can't touch me. He goes for the Stone Edge. It doesn't It's okay, it's a healthy chunk. And so I go for the growth, as he uses Ice Punch, and it does an okay amount. I mean, it's burned, so that would have definitely killed me. I go for the Giga Drain, I get most of my health back, but my flip takes me down. He brings in Metagross because I have Chlorophyll, that's why. Because I have Chlorophyll, I outspeed, go for the Hidden Power Fire. Bam, Metagross is killed. In comes Gastrodon, switches out, brings in Ferrothorn. I go for the Giga Drain, I fell for that. I get a important crit, but I'm back at 66 HP. I go for the Hidden Power Fire. Of course, it's gonna kill +2, plus times 4. And comes Latias. I go for the Sludge Bomb and it lives. This is important because it lives, because it goes for Dragon Pulse and it kills me. 5%. Bring in Grenade. They go for the U-turn. Here comes Gastrodon, taking Fire type move, I U-turn out, and come back into Ninetales. This is where I make probably the worst predictions I've ever made. I go for the Solar Beam. It's a good amount. It's probably fully special defensive, such as my Ninetales, and we both live super effective hits pretty well. I go for another Solar Beam, and right now it's 5-2. 5-2. In comes Garchomp. Garchomp goes for Sub. I go for the Will-O-Wisp. This lost me the game. Or this Titan that lost me the game. Because he's gonna set up Sword Stances, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. Go for the Flamethrower. That doesn't do enough. Now, to be perfectly honest, I should have went for Solar Beam. I think Solar Beam would have done more. So he sets up Sword Stances. It takes 2 for me to knock out a sub. I'm gonna just skip a couple turns of this because it's just him subbing and stuff. He goes for the Sword Stance. He's at +4. I break his sub, he's gonna go for another sub, as I can't break his sub, and then he just goes and wreak havoc. I'll stop skipping it now, he goes for an Earthquake. So then, I bring in my Inferno, and so I go for the U-turn, and for some reason I thought that Chandler had levitated. If it had levitated, I would have won this game. But no, Garchomp goes and wrecks me like a beast. Like the beast he is. In comes for Inferno again, I go for the close combat, he lives it with 55. I do 55, he lives it with 20, goes for the Earthquake. So, my last hope is my Victini. And so, I just don't take the hit, it's so bad. It gets leftovers, Heat Ran comes in, I'm not air ballooned, it goes for the Earthquake, and I lose. And this is a really tough loss for me because I definitely have this game in the back. But thank you for subscribing, I greatly appreciate it. If you want another battle, dude, I'm up for it, alright? See you later, dude. And transition to the next video, we'll start right about the last battle of the video, but I will be doing a little bit of talking at the end, so if you want to stay tuned, please and thank you. Okay, let's get this final battle started, and this was a pretty good battle. Because I was the underdog in this fight, like definitely. So in comes Ninjask, obvious, I know what's gonna happen, I go for Ninetales. I knew he was gonna protect, and I wanted to switch out to Venusaur. And this could have ended completely different. And I actually did try to, like, cancel out my move, but I guess it didn't work. I know he was gonna sub, I don't know why I went for Hypnosis. Just bad plays on my part, bad first 2 turns, and I have no momentum coming into this. I bring in Venusaur, I know he's going to protect again. I get another speed boost 2.5, he baton passes, and I predict that and I go for a growth. So, go for the growth, I know I'm faster, I go for the Sludge Bomb, it resists, but thankfully I took out the sub. He goes for a Flamethrower, it's an obvious kill in the sun, it's probably Specs or something. So, it's actually not Specs, I bring in my Chandelier and it gets beat hard. It comes Victini, he goes for the Shadow Ball, I live 17%. Go for the Bull Strike, it doesn't kill. And so I switch out. No, I don't. like 3:15 and now it's 6:3. And I'm just like, oh god. So I turn in my Inferno and go for the U-turn. And my U-turn does not kill. So they go into heat, man. And they get hit by a psychic, which doesn't do a lot. I get left his boost, and I just stay in. He goes for the flamethrower, and I get the flashback. It's actually pretty important, because I roar him out. He brings in his Scrafty. I get -1 because of Intimidate. I don't know why he has Intimidate for Moxie, but I'm not going to judge him. I go for the Stealth Rock, which plays a very important part for once, and he goes for the Bulk Up. I go for the Lava Plume, and he goes for the Drain Punch, which I knew he would have. And now he's back up to almost full. And so I just go for the Lava Plume again, and this crit definitely mattered. If I didn't get that crit, I probably would have lost this game. To be perfectly honest. In comes Roserade. I go... Oh, this was a big play. Whoops, I forgot about that. Missed Sleep Powder. If he got that Sleep Powder, I would have lost too. But no, Flash Fire Lava Plume in the Sun Stab. Chandelier's down by Stealth Rock. I had nothing to touch it, so thankfully that happened. In comes Jirachi. Goes for the Iron Head, try to flinch me out. Go for the Lava Plume for the kill. Ninjask gets fragile as heck. Scizor cannot take a ×4 Flash Fire boosted Lava Plume. And that is the game. It's a little short ending game, but I have a little bit of talking. So, as I said in the beginning, school has kind of been messing up with my schedule, my uploading schedule. And I apologize. I'll try to upload as much as I can, as frequently as I can. But for some positive news, the music that I'm playing is actually music that my friend made, and his band or whatever it's called, Tangent. It's melodic dubstep, and if you kind of like that, I'll link his what's that called, his music cloud iCloud thing in the link in the description. And his music is pretty good. I think I'll just have it in repeat, but I enjoyed his music. He's gonna have more to come. He's trying to get more people to drop him some more beats, and that he could just like render it and stuff and like make it repeat and stuff. I don't know how he does it, to be perfectly honest, but I love his music, so you should go and check that out if you didn't like it as much as I did. Thank you for watching, guys. Please comment, rate, subscribe. Also go to Jacob DWYER, and if he's ever on Showdown, you should battle him. He's pretty fun. Tell him that SM Giants Friend Ready 28 sent you guys, alright? And I'll see you guys for the next video, which will hopefully be coming out soon. Alright guys, thank you. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.